Okay, so this book I'm reading today is called Cosmic Love: Poems About God and the Universe. Um, so this one is more churchy. I think I honestly can't even remember what I wrote, to be honest. Read now. So, and the editing's not great. I did pay for some of my books to be edited, but these ones, they're not edited. Like, I couldn't afford an editor. For everything. It costs too much money. So that's why I'm reading it, because I'm like, I can read it. I don't need to really have it edited just to read it. But anyway, Cosmic Love by Laurel Lewis. And there's a few little poems there. Seek. Blasting through the galaxy, drops of love and energy collide, burning, yearning to explode, passion inside, microscopic and unique, molecules desiring life, atoms and fibers do seek out each other, shards of ever-changing matter travel to meet their home, soon the energies will come together, they will not die, they will not be alone. The universe is calling out to its child, take me in and breathe me out, you have all you need, this energy everlasting and wild. Love languages. Yeah, okay. This is sort of like the sci-fi book and this book kind of go together. And just when I was in my Richard Rohr phase. And the Enneagram phase. I'm a 7 apparently. Love languages. There are many ways to love, and a touch is just one of many. A sweet kiss that lingers. But isn't it funny how a kiss to one may mean less than to another, or washing the dishes, or a hug means so much to a lover. There are many ways to love, and many ways to count our blessings. So if you've never heard of the love languages, it is a very church-based concept, but I think you can take it, like if you take all the church stuff away and just look at it through a secular lens, it's still very applicable. You know, we all take love and we all receive and give love in certain ways. So if you're interested in that, just go Google up the love languages. And it is helpful, you know, to understand how others perceive and give love. It helps you to have a deeper understanding of love. Who are you? Who are you? Let me in. Let me wonder at your wonders. Don't be cloaked in darkness and fear. Turn to the light and let the sunlight shine through the tough veneer. Let it dance its way into your burdened soul. Love has washed us in its glory. Take a step and make a foray into the unknown. I feel your tension as your body can't relax. You are curious but cautious, like a cat. Your intense eyes, they follow me, and for a moment our eyes lock and linger. I feel the butterflies in my stomach, and I can't distinguish. This flame growing, growing in my deepest being. I wonder, am I mistaken, or is it as it seems? I can't remember why I wrote that. I think that's just about feeling like you're attracted to somebody, but you feel like they've got a wall up or a veneer, and you're not really sure if they're a safe person or not. And yeah, you're like sort of trying to work this other person out. So, wisdom or the lack thereof. We are so smart these days, we've grown into ourselves. We once were ignorant and blind, but we took the books down from the shelves. We once were heathens, as we foraged in the dark, but we gained light and wisdom, and it only took a spark for humanity to gain an insatiable desire for knowledge. Study your whole childhood, then you're off to college. Now we wonder at our diagnosis, at our own analysis of life's issues. We gained so much and lost our center. We have the power that so many misuse. As we move towards a future perhaps not too stable, we look to children to guide us, but we all have potential if only we believe we are able. So obviously that's about, you know, people think they're so smart because they can go to the moon, but we can't cure the common cold. Be careful of the weirdos. Obviously this is inspired by the movie The Craft. Be careful of the weirdos. Be careful of the weirdos, that's what they say. But what if I'm not normal either? Then how do I stay out of their way? I like an eccentric mind that can discuss ideas and abstract thoughts. Life is too short to be boring, and boring I am not. I like a unique pattern or a poem about pain, thoughts on the problems of the world, and paintings of colours and disdain. Perhaps I am a little off kilter, perhaps I am too much for most, but the one who will love me will be my perfect fit, my weirdo. There you go, Ben. I'll read that out at our wedding. The question: is there something wrong with me because I feel too much, because I feel and think and see thoughts and visions that are my ink? Sometimes I feel so much that I can't explain it. I just have to let it flow through my fingers. Yet the question lingers: am am being all that I was sorry, and being all that sorry. I haven't read these for years, so I've forgotten them. I'm just reading them first go. In being all that I was destined to be, who is watching, judging me? A million stars and galaxies decorate the night sky. Are we just another TV channel on God's dial? So I like the whole, the whole concept of like, who are we? We're on this planet, we're so small, but, are there other planets out there? Are the aliens watching us, studying us? Like it's fun to imagine. A human zoo, if you don't know that conspiracy theory. I have spent way too much time on the internet, obviously, because I've been at home. I was a homeschool mum. I raised kids with special needs. I've had a very isolated decade, and so I've spent a lot of time on the internet. But I'm just think I'm going to put it all to good use when I write my novels. Hopefully they'll be entertaining and make me lots of money. Thank you. You came in from out of nowhere and saw that I was in pain. You told me how it was and made me face myself again. You jump-started me with your words and led me along a path. You asked for nothing in return, and I got scared. I wondered at your motives, and I second-guessed my worth. I got my optimism back, no longer a slave to the darkness that tried to consume me. I now let light and love rule me. Thank you. I don't even remember writing that. None of these are poems particularly about anybody, like I take little characteristics that I see in 5 or 6 people, and then I turn them into like a poem about this perfect person. Or not so perfect person, good and bad, all that. You gotta have balance. Contemplation. Sitting here thinking, wondering where I'm supposed to be. I've moved here and left there, and I've searched for inner peace. Peace that only comes from walking through hell's fiery lakes. I stand tall against my challenges, in fear my enemies do shake. I am strong against the storm that threatens to break down my little world. I've been broken, I've been defeated, but through it all I have learnt to sit back and contemplate and let my inner voice whisper, to be guided by celestial plans and not be left in an eternal winter. Oh, I like that one. Pearls of light. Little pearls of light, pearls of wisdom, treasured moments. Have we missed them? I feel dead, I feel numb. Has my life just begun? I wonder if I am living or am I merely existing? When I'm old, will my memories be good? Or if I don't like them, can I twist them? That makes me want to cry. I feel really sad because I remember feeling so numb for so long, and I'd smile and I would try so hard to be happy and positive, and I just felt dead inside for so long. But yeah, it's good not to feel like that anymore. Things do get better. We all have our seasons. Ascend. A heart that once bet with fervour, idealistic in love's youth, shattered and betrayed, now cynical, exposed to truth. A tender heart that truly loved, recoiled by broken engagements, became a world unto himself, memory shattered into fragments. Loneliness lulls you into temptation with her melancholy soul, of notes dull and sorrowful, grey and forlorn. Another tune though begins to play upon an angel's harp, of promises of restoration, of tomorrows filled with love, rays of God's love stream into crevices dark and broken, healing the chambers of the heart that hold deep hurts unspoken. Let down your walls, dear heart, you've held them up too long. Let them crumble and fall. In vulnerability you can be strong. In God's perfect timing you'll learn to love again, but for now rest in his presence and from your pain ascend. I actually wrote that about somebody, a friend of mine, who was going through a hard time. Peace. I long for soothing moments in the warmth of the midday sun. I soak up the radiance of a world gone by, of dead cars and chirping birds Dead cars. I don't know what that means. Dead cars. And chirping birds. Okay, with dead cars. I don't know. Anyway, whatever. The rest from their haven, that rest from their haven in the sky. I long for the heat upon my skin as summer bites into me, lets me know I'm alive. I see swirls of colour and I utter glitter and ice cream before I die. Peace, what is peace? Is it knowing that you're content beyond measure, that you've lived your life to the full and indulged in soulful pleasure? Pleasure that filled up not only your body but your soul. We're here for such a short time. I will feel deeply until I'm old. Old enough not to care, but to care enough for the world. Peace, what is peace? Is it knowing that I'm enough? I am a miracle in God's eyes. I am enough despite the lies that humanity tells to ourselves and to the press. I am but a spirit of the universe beneath a pretty dress. Anyway, if you enjoyed or felt moved by my poetry, please leave a review. I would really appreciate it, smiley face, or check out some of my other poetry books, kiss. So, yeah. I hope you like that. Oh, look, there we go. There's some other poetry images. It's so funny. I paid this guy on Fiverr to like do a skull with roses for my poetry book. And I asked him to have like a chick in a garden. No, I said a woman in a garden holding like a skull, like Hamlet style, you know, surrounded by roses or something. And this is the image he sent me, a bloody chicken on a skull. So I don't know whether he got confused. He's like, a woman and a skull. Oh, a chick on a skull? I don't know, but yeah. And there's me when I had short hair. Look at that. So yeah, and then there's another poetry book. So I'm going to read all my poetry on here, and I'll just be posting it over the next month. I'm not going to spam you all with all my poetry all at once because some people may not really want to hear it and might be here for like cooking videos and stuff. So, but yeah, I'm just going to record them all and then I'll post one maybe once a week or something, or BookTube Thursdays or whatever. But thanks for listening, and again, please tell me what you think of my poetry. I always want to know. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.